the San Francisco Giants. A foghorn followed the 49ers down to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium. Race continues to blare and let the Bay know it is time for some football. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Sideline. Look at the head coach of the Browns. His side would be happy to continue this recent stretch. Winners of 5 of their last 7. Across the field, Kyle Shanahan, coach of the 49ers. His guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Happy y'all could join us. Thanks for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Eddie Pinheiro just about set. And we're underway here in Santa Clara. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They're led out by the Colorado and Jackson State products. It's Shedeur Sanders.
People who get stuck on the last name or draft day fall will lose sight of the QB that this guy can be in the NFL. Confidence is a funny thing, especially from the outside, to judge what it may look like, what it may sound like, but I know this. You've got to have it to play in this league.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this fourth down. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Sanders going to throw on fourth. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Looking out of the gun, Sanders. Looking right, and he finds him. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to keep moving forward, Bob, down inside the opposing 30. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Here's Sanders now. It is caught left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1.
Ready, set.
Another chance at 6. It's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. There's Trujillo to kick it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard gain, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. 3rd down, they need 7.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throw here, 3rd down. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
They'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Go, go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 60 Eagles. Catch. 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
To throw now is Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
Get it.
On 1st down, here's Sanders. Campbell hauls it in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing it again here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will finally look in.
Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hold it ready.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. They give it to him again. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
60 Maverick.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Sanders back to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. And he gets it forward to still about a yard after that. With Mason Graham engulfing that play. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Purdy setting up that play action. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete out to the right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Our score, 14-0. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he works his way for a gain of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
It's set.
2nd and 6. At the 46-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds his man over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rolling back, it's the handoff. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Another carry for him. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. Pickup of 2 here. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Blowing back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Benjamin Morrison coming up to make that tackle. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco. From the red zone on 1st. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, so you're going to say, at the 5-yard line. After a good pickup. They're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the Browns' 5-yard line.
Now Purdy. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he's one final strong week away from finishing as the NFL's leader in passing yards for this season. They'll run here on first down. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Back to the well again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
And he gets the handoff. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
First carry now. This is Bashal to and he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns take a 13-point lead.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
This is Trujillo to try to point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns double their lead to 14. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. It's 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Man in motion here. First down throw by Purdy. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Second down now. They need 7. Purdy throwing here. Caught by his back. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. And it's Carson Schlesinger who got over there for the stop. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
At the 14-yard line.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So Second and 6 awaits on the other side, and we've reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment.
At the 9-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Purdy to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's third down.
The coverage by Benjamin Morrison.
Outside. 118. What's up?
Looking to throw, Purdy. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, that's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling.
The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready? Ready?
Running it now out of the gun. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Here we go.
At the 13-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he will have them a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get more points to end a lopsided first half. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
49ers 10.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The 49ers are ready to go on offense for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. Purdy on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They've got first down here from the 36.
Outside.
From the gun is Purdy. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got it. San Francisco calls it second timeout. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Looks like that last play convinces them to keep this one on the ground. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be third down.
He's taken down at the
The 49ers will call their third and final timeout.
21. Brings up 3rd and 12.
18, watch out!
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting.
Here's to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers offense ready to get to work to begin this 3rd quarter. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Rolling out to his left. Stays upright. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy looking to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets his running back. And this is going to be 4th down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Picked up at the 38. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half.
Get it. Chop it up. Ready.
There's a dive up the middle. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire, getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Connects on the crosser. Ooh, got him close to the line to gain. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs.
3rd down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first. They're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns push their lead further to start the half. This is Trujillo to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns grow their lead yet again. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the 49ers on offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They get 27 on the play. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Get set, get set.
Sending a tight end in motion left. They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Oh, and they're going to have the fullback drive power for it. Ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Purdy trying on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Purdy going to look to run. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another 49er 1st down.
They'll try and punch it in. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Purdy. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers make it an 18-point game. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down. Back-to-back carries here. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. He's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 15.
On the give, it's Tootin. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Browns with possession and a fairly comfortable lead as we look ahead to the 4th quarter. 7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Under the gun, here's Sanders. Catch is made in close. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it from the gun. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. The O-Tex on the extra point. And the Browns continue piling on to this lead.
49ers 17.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Has room down the left sideline. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Rolling back, it's the handoff. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Get set, get set.
To the air on 3rd and long. They'll have the first down and even more. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it an 18-point game.
49ers 24.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns and quarterback Shedeur Sanders ready to get back to work. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together, finding the end zone. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. Hot 70, hot 70. Ready.
Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
Hand off to Tootin. And run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Sanders trying to get everyone up to that line. Here's Tootin. That'll be the first and more. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Tootin. Still going inside the 35. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Cougar 19.
Going to the ground again on first. Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Well, this is the continuation of one of the greatest scoring seasons in recent memory, Brock. For the first time since 2006, we've got a running back who's reached 20 touchdowns in a single season. This is Trujillo to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns tack on 7 more to their lead.
49ers 24.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Takes away from 1. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The 49ers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They bought him a little room. That run good for 6 on 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Setting him on the dive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. And the Browns get there and take him down. For the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers make it an 18-point game.
49ers 31.
Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And that kick fails. The Browns able to recover. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Come on. Hit. Cowboy 80s.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Sanders got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Browns moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3rd and just 2 to go. On the ground. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with the 1st and goal.
That's good for a Browns.
Let's go.
First down.
Tootin runs it in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns put up even more points in a win. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns continue adding on to that lead.
49ers 31.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First down, Purdy to throw. Ooh, and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 15 at the 17-yard line.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Get set. Get set.
3rd and long, Purdy. Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets it away from his end zone. And this one touchdown inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
Here we go. Start.
Sanders back to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, we talked about it throughout this contest, Brock. They were already into the playoffs when this one kicked off, but now they're going in with a little extra momentum.
Yeah, momentum, confidence, belief, whatever you want to throw into kind of that recipe. But bottom line, you want to be playing your best football when it matters the most, and they did today.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.